Some people refer to her as the real Sleeping Beauty, while others dismiss her story as just another myth created by imaginative storytellers. However, beneath the layers of doubt, the legend of the 800-million-year-old Tisul Princess discovered in Siberia offers a fascinating mystery. Whether or not you believe in conspiracy theories, this tale of an exceptionally well-preserved mummy challenges the boundaries of our imagination and could potentially upend everything we know about human history and evolution. Who was the Tisul Princess? How did she end up buried in a coal mine, and how did her body remain so perfectly preserved for 800 million years? Come with us as we dive into the details of this mystery. On September 5, 1969, in the remote Siberian village of Rzavchik in the Soviet Union, an extraordinary event took place, one that seemed like a plot from a science fiction novel. Some believed it was the work of a cosmic intelligence or perhaps ancient ancestors who had acted long ago. At a depth of 70 meters, 230 feet, miners discovered a sarcophagus believed to be 800 million years old, or possibly 100 million years old, according to some scientists. This discovery occurred deep beneath the Earth's surface in the dimly lit tunnels of a coal mine. The miners were working tirelessly, as they did every day, extracting coal at a depth of 230 feet. Amid the rhythmic clanging of metal against stone, one miner's pickaxe struck something unexpectedly hollow, a sound distinctly different from the solid resistance they were used to. Pausing, the miner wiped his face and, with a mix of curiosity and caution, cleared away the debris, revealing a crack in the wall leading into a dark void. With a few more skilled strikes, the rock gave way, and the miners stood in awe as the wall crumbled, revealing a hidden chamber untouched by light for millennia. Inside, the air was thick with mystery, and their lamps cast long shadows over a sight they would never forget. They saw a large marble sarcophagus of exquisite design, measuring about 8.5 feet in length and 3 feet in height. The head of the mining district, Alexander Masalagin, quickly received the shocking report from one of his miners. Recognizing the potential significance of the find, Masalagin promptly notified the Soviet authorities, setting off a series of events that led to widespread speculation. The discovery quickly became the center of attention among the miners, fueled by a mix of excitement and fear. Masalagin ordered the sarcophagus to be extracted from its resting place 230 feet below the surface, a task undertaken with urgency and curiosity. As the sarcophagus was painstakingly brought to the surface, the miners' imaginations ran wild with visions of gold and jewels that might lie within. However, they also felt a sense of resentment, discussing how Soviet officials would likely confiscate the discovery without giving them any reward or even telling them what was inside. Driven by their curiosity, the miners decided to open the sarcophagus. What they found inside shocked everyone present. Instead of treasure, they uncovered the remarkably preserved body of a young woman, estimated to be between 25 and 30 years old. She lay there as if asleep, her long, wavy, dark brown hair falling down to her waist, and her blue eyes staring up as if frozen in time. She was dressed in a white dress that appeared strangely translucent, made from a fabric unlike anything the miners had ever seen. Surrounding her was a mysterious pink liquid, and beside her head was a small black metal box that was unfamiliar to the miners. Years later, with the invention and development of smartphones, witnesses believed this black box resembled a modern smartphone. The woman's skin was remarkably smooth and clean, showing no signs of decomposition or age. It was a shockingly white hue, even paler than that of a person with albinism. She appeared more alive and healthier than the miners themselves, stunning everyone with her beauty. Her long, blonde hair and blue eyes left the onlookers in awe. As the sarcophagus stood open for hours, nearly all the villagers came to witness the extraordinary sight. The woman's unparalleled beauty, combined with her flawless skin and mysterious surroundings, plunged the local residents into a state of shock and wonder. One reckless young man, captivated by curiosity and the clear pink hue of the liquid surrounding the mysterious woman, decided to impress the crowd gathered around by dipping his finger into the substance and tasting it. Despite its strange appearance, the liquid was completely tasteless and odorless, offering no immediate clues to its nature. However, this seemingly harmless act led to tragic consequences. Within a week, the young man's mental condition deteriorated rapidly. He became so disoriented that he could no longer recognize his own home. In his confusion, he wandered out into the freezing winter night, ultimately succumbing to the bitter cold and freezing to death. His unfortunate fate was the first, but not the last, linked to the mysterious discovery. The woman in the sarcophagus, with her ethereal beauty, soon became known as the Tisul Princess, named after the Tisul district where the village of Rzavchik was located. News of the remarkable find spread quickly, drawing attention from far and wide. Before long, high-ranking officials from the district, as well as police officers, firefighters, and military representatives, descended on the site. Their presence marked the beginning of a thorough investigation into the mysterious sarcophagus and its contents. The arrival of the officials brought a mix of excitement and nervousness among the villagers and miners. The authorities cordoned off the area, preventing further access to the sarcophagus. They carefully documented the scene, taking notes and photographs, and began the delicate task of examining the sarcophagus and its occupant. The villagers watched from a distance, their imaginations running wild with speculation about the origins and significance of the Tisul Princess. As experts began their examination, they noted the woman's unusually preserved state. Her white dress, translucent and made from an unknown fabric, puzzled scientists and textile experts alike. The pink liquid, still mysterious and unexplained, was carefully collected for analysis. The small black metal box found beside her head was also taken for further study, its purpose and contents unknown but sparking numerous theories. Rumors and theories about the Tisul Princess swirled through the village and beyond. Some speculated that she was an ancient queen or priestess, preserved through some forgotten technology or ritual. Others wondered if she could be a visitor from another world or time, her preservation a result of advanced knowledge beyond current human understanding. The discovery raised more questions than answers, challenging existing beliefs about history and human evolution. As the investigation continued, the authorities worked to keep the situation under control. They assured the villagers that the findings would be shared and that any treasures or significant discoveries would benefit the community. However, skepticism remained, and many feared that the government would confiscate the sarcophagus and its contents without providing any compensation or acknowledgement to those who had made the discovery. Attempts to airlift the sarcophagus, however, proved futile due to its excessive weight. To address this, they decided to drain the pink liquid into special containers for separate transport, hoping this would make the sarcophagus lighter and easier to move. When they began draining the pink liquid, something shocking occurred. The moment the liquid was removed, the woman's perfectly preserved, lifelike body began to undergo a startling transformation. Her skin, which had been an extraordinarily pale white, started to turn black right before the eyes of the onlookers. Within mere minutes, the Tisul Princess lost her lifelike appearance, her once beautiful features changing dramatically. This dramatic transformation led many to believe that the pink liquid, along with the sarcophagus itself, possessed unique preservation properties that had maintained her body in a state of suspended animation for an unfathomable length of time. Eventually, the Tisul Princess was transported to Novosibirsk for detailed scientific analysis. The sarcophagus and the pink liquid were carefully studied, sparking intense interest and speculation among scientists and researchers. Several weeks later, a professor from Novosibirsk traveled to Rzavchik to give a lecture about the extraordinary discovery in the mine. He revealed that the preservation state of the princess was unlike anything previously encountered in the fields of archaeology or paleontology. The professor's insights suggested that the technology or methods used to preserve the Tisul Princess were far beyond anything known to modern science. The villagers and miners listened in awe as the professor explained the uniqueness of the find. The Tisul Princess continued to captivate imaginations, her story growing more fascinating with each new revelation. The professor's lecture hinted at possibilities that challenged established beliefs about ancient civilizations and their capabilities, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. The liquid in which the Tisul Princess was submerged showed properties that defied explanation, bearing no known parallel in natural or artificial embalming processes. Efforts to determine the age and origin of the sarcophagus and its occupant led to an extensive series of tests, including radiocarbon dating and other advanced analytical techniques. However, radiocarbon dating, typically reliable for dating organic materials up to 50,000 years old, proved inadequate. The materials of the sarcophagus, preservation liquid, and the princess herself did not conform to expected parameters. Scientists then turned to other methods, analyzing the geological strata surrounding the sarcophagus and employing more sophisticated dating techniques. These approaches hinted at revolutionary conclusions, suggesting that the Tisul Princess and her sarcophagus were approximately 800 million years old. This staggering figure shocked the scientific community, challenging the foundations of human history. Such an age would place the princess not only before the dawn of human civilization but even before the emergence of complex life forms. This revelation prompted a re-evaluation of everything previously known about Earth's timeline. The implications were profound, suggesting an advanced form of life may have existed far earlier than imagined. The Tisul Princess became a symbol of this mystery, her story spreading far and wide. Scientists pondered her origins, speculating on the possibility of advanced civilizations or even otherworldly influences preceding humanity as we know it. If accurate, these findings implied a civilization capable of creating such a sarcophagus and preservation liquid, a civilization existing at a time when Earth was thought to be inhabited solely by simple life forms. Such implications suggested a complete overhaul of the evolutionary timeline itself. But there was also another theory. Some believed the princess was part of an extraterrestrial group from another world. Her completely white skin was thought to reflect an adaptation to a planet with less sunlight. The discovery of the Tisul Princess opened a Pandora's box of questions, theories, and implications. An article soon appeared in the local newspaper, sparking widespread interest. However, this publicity prompted a swift and secretive response from the Soviet Secret Service. KGB agents returned to the village, dismissing the story as nonsense and insisting no such discovery had been made. They confiscated all newspaper copies with the article, taking drastic steps to suppress the information. The professor who shared details of the find and the newspaper editor were both punished for daring to speak about what the Soviet government wanted hidden. During the Cold War's tense political climate, the authorities controlled information closely, and no one dared speak of the Tisul Princess again until the Soviet Union's collapse. With the rise of freedom of speech and independent media, the story resurfaced. In 2002, another article titled "The Lady Who Was 800 Million Years Old" brought the mysterious tale back into public awareness. The story appeared in the Khakassia and Arkaim newspapers, with a journalist claiming a retired KGB colonel had recounted the tale. Near the village of Rzavchik, close to the sarcophagus's discovery, a memorial plaque was installed, reading, "In 1969, not far from here, a burial site was discovered during coal seam development. In a 2-meter marble sarcophagus lay a beautiful young woman. Based on the coal seam's age, the woman was buried several hundred million years ago." The discovery was even discussed on Central Television, where eyewitnesses from Rzavchik confirmed the sarcophagus opening and its authenticity. The story of the Tisul Princess deepened with peculiar fatalities among those connected to her discovery, raising eerie questions about the implications of her advanced preservation. Researchers suggested she and her sarcophagus were around 800 million years old, contradicting established scientific views of Earth's history. Just 6 months after the KGB confiscated the sarcophagus, the village of Rzavchik experienced a wave of tragic events, beginning with the accidental death of discoverer Ivan Karnakov. Geologist Vladimir Reshetnikov revealed that military presence returned to the area in 1973, enforcing a strict perimeter around the site, which included additional graves with similar sarcophagi dated at about 200 million years. These events led to increased secrecy and instructions for villagers to remain silent. The disappearance of all physical evidence and the shutdown of a nearby coal mine fueled speculation of a government cover-up. Various theories emerged, suggesting the Tisul Princess could have belonged to an ancient civilization or even been extraterrestrial, with advanced preservation techniques that challenged our understanding of human history. While some debate the accuracy of her dating, the secrecy surrounding the discovery has led many to believe her existence threatens established historical narratives, igniting global intrigue and speculation about our ancient past.